This is not going to be a fun one. Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's Naked Truth. Trisha Hershberger here. You can probably guess what this is about from the title and thumbnail of this video. But before we jump into that topic, I do want to thank everybody who wished me a happy birthday last week. You guys are all so sweet. Thank you so much. You made me feel very special on my birthday. I'd also like to thank everyone who submitted their own Naked Truth vlog last week. That's Kavaja, Colin, El Pollo, Christopher, Ryan, Richard, Prescott, and Kristen, James, and Lawrence. If you want to check out their Naked Truth vlogs, they are linked in the description below. So on to the topic of this video. Some of you may have heard this from Anthony Carboni or Steve Zaragoza already, but Comic-Con HQ has officially canceled both What's News and Mostly Harmless, which is the shows that we were working on for them. So I'm officially out of a job. Haha. What's News had a 32 episode run, and that's actually pretty good for this industry. So I'm very proud of a lot of the content that we made, and I'm really grateful to have worked with all the people that we worked with. Some really just amazing people who've had long, wonderful careers in this industry and will continue to have long careers in this industry, and sadly are, currently looking for new employment, but that's kind of this business. So I feel like this is the perfect time to address this topic suggestion from Original Classhole, who, I like your name, who said, "Hey Trisha, I have an idea for a topic. Unemployment and how to keep your head up while being unemployed for an extended period of time. I don't know if you have any experience on this subject, but I just thought I would share my idea." I thought this would be a great time to discuss that. I actually wanted to address this topic right after my contract with Escapist had ended, when they pretty much let go of their 95% of their video production team. But at the time, I was going through, I was a lot more vulnerable, I should say, and I didn't know that I felt confident enough to talk about it in this way. The Naked Truth is a series where, you let it all hang out, both, metaphorically and not metaphorically. And I just wasn't ready to do that then. But I am dealing with it a little bit better this time around. And so I thought, if what I have to say can help anybody in any way, then it's totally worth it. And I think the hard thing when you lose your job is that, there's a loss of self-confidence. Like I mentioned, there's a loss of professional identity. You go through what am I doing with my life? Is this what I'm meant to be doing with my life? You lose your work friends, you don't have financial stability, and all of that can make it really scary. And so the things that I do to get through these times, and what, I will continue to do right now is, first of all, I remember that crap happens. It happens to everybody. In the business I'm in, it especially happens all the time. I mean, even if you're on a show that's running for 8 seasons, even after that, you're looking for work again at the end of that. That's just the way that it goes. And life deals us hard to deal with times. And I just try to remember that I wouldn't be given this situation to deal with if I couldn't handle it. So I can handle it, and it's going to make me stronger when I overcome it. The other thing that I try to remember is to focus my attention forward and not backwards. So this is really an opportunity to do something different. And if you can think of things that way, that's awesome. Like, what was it about your last job that maybe you would have changed if you could, or you would have made better? For me, I loved making the show What's News. I thought it was really different and really fun, but it was on a platform that not a lot of people could see, whether it was restricted in your region or for financial reasons you couldn't watch it, or, I was dumping my time and energy into something that people couldn't see. So maybe this is now going to open me up to ways where people can actually see what I'm working on, which is awesome. And, when you're thinking forward and not back, you're thinking, what doors does this open? When one door closes, in my experience, a few more open, and you want to keep looking at those and get excited about what's to come and try to make opportunities for yourself. I think it's easy to wallow in it and think, oh man, I just need time to hibernate. This is horrible. But if you can kind of push through that by getting back on the horse and, reaching out to people that are doing things that you're excited about and asking if you can help in any way, and, because you have this time to help, offer your help to other people. And that may lead to a job opportunity, and that may not lead to a job opportunity. And whatever it is that comes next for me, I promise to keep you guys informed. Anthony and Steve and I are joking around about starting a band. I said it should be a death metal band. So if that happens, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, that gives me a lot of time to really focus on this new studio and this channel. As I mentioned before, I've got a ton of tech review videos. I feel so behind in my tech review videos that I want to make. I've got a lot of cool products sitting here that I haven't had a chance to tell you about, and I want to tell you about them, and maybe doing some more formatted shows on this channel, or just trying new things. Having friends over for my streams and giving me the time to focus on that stuff is going to be awesome. Plus, you can still find me on Geek and Sundry twice a week on their Twitch channel on Mondays and Fridays. And I do the Tech Show DIY in 5 for Kingston. So don't worry, I'm not at a total loss, and I'm keeping my head up. And I do want to take this time to thank everyone who checked out What's News, whether you loved it, hated it, whatever. If you looked it over and gave me your feedback in any way, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube comments right here on this channel, whatever it is, I appreciate you and thank you for following my career thus far, and hopefully on to the next thing. So my question for you guys is, whenever you are in between gigs or in between jobs, how do you keep your head up? What tips do you have for everyone? My tips, just the TLDR, or the put together at the end summary, is to remember the crap happens and to look forwards, not backwards. So yeah, let me know your tips in the comments below, or in a Naked Truth vlog of your very own. And I have a fun gaming video going up for you guys this week, and I have figured out what I'm going to do for the dragon. So hopefully that'll be here by next week. And maybe some colors. I don't know. Maybe make it look a little different. I don't know. We'll see. Surprises all around. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.